Valley Club, beware of the Mr. Fantastic bugs. We're going to talk about what is going on with a brand new character. Also, we have confirmation, a new raid coming next month, a new mutant team coming later this year. Are they going to be one and the same? We're going to take a look at the evidence and I'll give you my thoughts. And is the Phoenix Force dead right now? We're talking about where they fit into the meta and the rest of your mailbag questions because it is Mailbag Monday. And if you're ready for all of these things and more, then you need to do Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. And welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I am ValleyFlyin. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you had a great weekend. I hope you're ready for more bugs in Marvel Strike Force. Yes, the latest character introduced, Mr. Fantastic from the MCU, has bugs. We're going to talk about what you need to be aware of. Also, it is Mailbag Monday, so we're answering your questions from the mailbag. And if you get value from this video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new video goes up. At least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on this channel. And we were doing a PlayStation 5 contest over the past few weeks. Well, we got the winner announced this morning. Reached out to him and did get a confirmation. So congratulations to Aaron from Michigan. You are getting a PlayStation 5. And I do want to thank you guys for all your support of the channel, entering the contest and everything. But let's talk about the issues that's going on with Marvel Strike Force. This was a note from Pathfinder, went out to everyone. We are aware of the following issues and are actively investigating them. Mr. Fantastic MCU Path to Orbs were incorrectly giving out Invisible Woman Path to Orbs. We removed the offers from the Path to Orbs and the Mr. Fantastic Path to offers will come back later today. We'll have more information on compensation soon. I hope everyone just gets some Mr. Fantastic MCU shards. What do you think is going to happen as far as the compensation? It should be just to the Invisible Woman Path, or the people that got these Mr. Fantastic Orbs and accidentally got Invisible Woman. Although honestly, these Path to Orbs, the drop rate is so bad, you could have opened 100 of them and get 0 Mr. Fantastic or the erroneous Invisible Woman shards. But we'll see what's happening. We'll see what the compensation they decide on. Also, Mr. Fantastic MCU Showcase is currently causing issues. We're actively working on a fix for this issue. And the Fantastic Four MCU characters are showing in the Elite Store using a cursed diamond credits. This will be fixed shortly. So let's actually go into my game now and see what's actually showing up, if they fix this or not. And all the way down. Oh, there they are. There they are. It's still there. And let's see if the showcase crashes my game. Let's go in. Not the Invisible One, Fantastic Findings. Will it crash the game? This is the Flash, this is the character. All right. Will it crash? Oh, we've already done it. So the Flash event is what we have to do. All right. It may crash the game, but we don't have any. I guess let's try this. Let's try. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Let's see if it crashes. And maybe they fix this. All right, let's just hit this auto button and see if they could beat it really, really fast, and then see if there's some issues later on. I do like to have those costumes in this showcase here. All right, Leto Falcon done, and we got the victory. Is our game gonna crash? No crash. Okay. I think that bug, maybe it's just affecting certain devices. Oh, this one's for gold. I like this one. Let's use all that stuff. All right, we got it. All right, so I guess the bug that they're talking about for this showcase, maybe we're not experiencing it, or maybe it's on certain devices. But yeah, these Path to Orbs, funny bug. So let me know what you're doing with all that stuff as we go into your mailbag questions of the week. And again, once again, big shout out to everybody that left a mailbag question for this video. If you want to leave a question from one of these future mailbag videos, make sure you join the Discord. The link is down below. But first, question of the week comes from Brother Smoke. Hey Val, I'm desperate need of intel, so I'm beginning to invest more in raid teams for bonus intel. I already messed up my Uncanny Avengers, but what about Alpha Flight? They're old, out of the meta. For the most part, I don't really want to build them. Yeah, I get it. They are so old. Do you know if they're going to be replaced, or do I need to bite the bullet and build them? Anyway, thanks for taking time to read my question. Have a blessed day. I hope you have a blessed day as well, my brother, and thank you for your question. All right, so this was discussed in the no, it was a live stream. It wasn't a spot episode. It was a live stream. Pathfinder and general manager to Marvel Strike Force, Ryan Jacobson, RJ, and they talked about 2 things: a new raid coming next month in August, and then they talked about a new mutant team. So let me play both of these clips for you, and then I'll give you my thoughts.
We have a new raid coming. Confirmed that we do have a new raid coming to the game. So there are going to be some raid teams on the horizon. which I'm really excited for.
New raid August, I believe.
How soon in August?
I don't know the exact date, but yeah, August.
Is there going to be a mutant raid team? Maybe. Who knows?
There is a new mutant team on the kind of roadmap. I believe they will be here, this year.
And just kind of review what they said in those clips and other points of that live stream. Confirm new raid coming to the game. Expected launch date is in August, and it's supposed to introduce new raid teams. Now, they don't specifically mention a mutant raid team, but he did mention that there is another mutant team coming later this year. We did vote for the Hellfire Club, so that could be the simple explanation. Maybe Hellfire Club is going to be a raid team, but let me know what you think all this means. Do you think Hellfire Club is something separate? Do you think a raid team something separate, or are they one and the same? But he also said, in addition to new raids, there's also planned to update the rewards for existing raids and other key core game modes like War and Cosmic Crucible. What he says, the goal is to slowly figure out which game modes need to update first and introduce really nice chase items similar to what was done with Quicksilver in Cosmic Crucible. And what they want to do is provide great reasons for a player to engage with these modes again. I know for myself, I've engaged less with Cosmic Crucible since they moved out to the weekend. War, something I never really enjoyed because of the timing of it. Didn't want to sit around for 24 hours waiting for War. And then raids is just kind of something you do every day. I like the puzzle aspect of Marvel Strike Force, and the raids do provide that for like the first week or so. After that, they're just more of a chore rather than a puzzle. So I hope they find more ways to engage with these game modes, especially with the rewards. I think the rewards have been really minimal, and I could play the game mode for weeks and weeks and weeks and not really notice the rewards. And while he does mention a new raid, doesn't specifically mention if it's gonna be replacing the Chaotic Storm raids or the Spotlight 2 raids. My guess would be the Spotlight 2 raids because that's been in the game longer than the Chaotic Storm raids. The Chaotic Storm raids are a little newer. However, if they're replacing a mutant team, it does make sense because the mutant team is probably the oldest team in the Chaotic Storm raids. Those Extreme X-Men, they were designed for the previous raid. They're still working in this current raid with Old Man Logan, so not sure what they're gonna do to solve that problem because I don't think that was intentional for them to have a mutant raid team from the previous raid still be able to beat the current raid with one character. So we'll see what happens with that, but let me know your thoughts. Do you think it is a Spotlight replacement or a Chaotic Storm replacement? And we do know that there's new teams coming for the raids because of what he said, but is it a mutant team or is a mutant team arriving later? Maybe the Hellfire Club is for a mutant and Chaotic Storm, and we're getting some other type of team for the raids. There's so many different ways you can go with this. Let me know where your mind is going in the comments. But next comment, Valley, desperate need of it. Oh, that's the one we read before. All right. Next one is guy with a long mailbag questions, and this one is not that bad, so thank you for not leaving an extremely long question. But what he says is, hey Valley, with the Fantastic Four coming out, I don't want to bring Gore and Gladiator to tier 20 since I want to save the bio gear for the Fantastic Four. Currently have Endgame Thanos, Shadow King, and I'm 4 pieces away from no. Who would you recommend as replacements for Gladiator and Gore for the Cosmic Villain section? So it really depends on what kind of game modes you like. This is my current plan for the Cosmic Villain section. As you can see, I have Mephisto in there, who's a very expensive character, but now that we don't have those milestones, Professor X, I'd say for me, I think I should build for quality and not as much for speed. So even though Mephisto is a very expensive character, I'm going to build him up because I know he's going to be valuable for a while, where some of these other characters may kind of fall at him at a Shadow King. Legendary characters, they've shown that these legendary characters have some sticking power to be around for a while. And Null is a relatively new character. No, not everyone, even engaged players, don't have him unlocked yet. So some people do, but there's some people that don't. So I still have Endgame Thanos and Gore in my plans. Let's see if we could remove someone. Endgame Thanos is still in the plans for you. He is a skill character. But as far as villain cosmic characters, Super Skrull is also bio, so that wouldn't solve your Fantastic Four problems, but he is very, very annoying on defense in Cosmic Crucible, especially this season. Also, you could lean into some other characters. I don't think you go Dormammu or Ultimus at this point. But if you don't want to do Gore, if you do like Cosmic Crucible, we do have a lot of the Accursed team in Helverine, Satana, Mordo, that may be the way to go, especially if you're into Cosmic Crucible. Kang is a decent character as well, still kind of in the meta, but moving forward, I don't know if we see him. And then Hela is also a bio character, I believe, and that wouldn't solve your problem. But while she's not meta right now, Halloween is maybe three and a half months away, so we should be getting a new Undying character around then. So my choice, if you were to go someone else, would probably be Helverine or Satana. From what I heard, I think they can beat the Professor X saga, but again, not in a rush at this point. There's no milestones for Professor X, so I say you just build the characters that you're intending to use later, whether it be any of these characters, maybe going back and still doing the Annihilators, and then since you're not in a huge rush for the Fantastic Four, which maybe you are, maybe not for Dark Convention, but maybe for the arena meta, maybe you are interested in building them right away. So I don't know, hard to say. I think for me, I'm still gonna build these characters, and then it may slow down my gearing of the Fantastic Four, but I don't know. This is what I have planned right now for my Hero Cosmic, which is the next section. Do need Lalandra. Odin's already done. I think there's value in Quasar. Kahori has some value, but Kahori may be out, and then Mr. Fantastic going in place of Kahori there. So let me know if this changes your plans at all. Maybe just looking at it, and maybe you don't care about the timing as much as a lot of players. So you might want to shift and just get the best character. But that's my plan right now, brother. Hopefully that helps you with what you want to decide for the Professor X saga. Hey, Valley, with the new raid coming out, is it gonna make my Old Man Logan Extreme not able to do difficulty 5 in the Mutant section on Chaotic Storm, or will it be placing Alpha Flight on Spotlight? My guess is it's replacing Alpha Flight and Spotlight, just because it's an older raid. I believe we got that one early January, if I'm remembering the dates that I looked up last week. And then we got the Spotlight raid maybe February, March. My memory may be a little off there, but we definitely got the Spotlight raid off before the Chaotic Storm raid. So that's my thinking. Also, with Sentry Void coming to the next battle world, what's your thought on what character will actually get to unlock? I think it is going to be Sentry/Void. I think it's going to be kind of like Null. Slightly different version that we have as a boss, but very similar to what we get as the playable model. I'm hoping they're going to do a Sentry that becomes empowered or revives, turns into a Void. Also, do you think he'll get the Thunderbolt tag like Null got the Symbiote tag? Well, they did address that in that live stream as well. They said that since Sentry Void, he is a part of the Thunderbolts in the MCU, but traditionally in the comics, not really associated with that team. So no, he's not gonna get that tag. He's gonna kind of be like Null and floating around different teams rather than being added to that raid team like the Thunderbolt. So he's not gonna get the tag, but as far as what version we'll get, I mean, we don't even have a kit for Sentry Void right now for the boss version. And I think what they did with Null, they announced the kit for the boss version, and then like a week or two later, they announced the playable version. So I think that's the timing we'll get. Of course, they did say September is still what they're shooting for. So I would say early to mid-August, and we'll start seeing kits for these characters, because a lot of times they keep adjusting these on the fly and get the final version last minute. Sometimes they keep changing even after the final version was released. So we'll see what happens with the actual playable version. And last question, and again, big shout out to everybody that left a question this week. Valley, who do you usually run with Phoenix Force? Mostly for CC, but maybe other modes as well. Hulk Fist bump out. All right. It's not very impressive what I'm doing with them in CC right now. They are on defense, and they actually did pretty well. I didn't do well. I didn't play the whole first day. I didn't play at all the second day. Third day, we did it on stream because it was on a Monday, and we won. But as far as what I have on defense, they're in room 2 right now, and it's a tough room right now. If we look at the room for rules 1, your character with the highest health clones the enemy character with the highest health. So you bring in a big character to counter them, they're going to clone somebody. And if we look at what happened on defense, it actually did pretty well. To beat this, it took out another Phoenix Force and Kestrel, a few other characters there. I guess the Kestrel to stop the clone, and then went in with a Null, Mephisto, Gore, and yeah, so that's a very strong team that needed to beat that one. The day 2, this is the one that didn't play at all, unfortunately. This was a tough team as well. Full Liberty did not beat it. Took out Phoenix, but that's it. Then they went in with a Cabal with Ultimus and Gore. did not do anything. And actually, Omega Red Phoenix Force got more health after that battle. And then last fight, yeah, they I guess they had the exhausted Quasar with some of the Mighty Avengers and the other Invisible Woman took that one out. So 3-tap. And then day 1, this is what happened on that. So this is a very strong defensive team. Obviously, you're losing some offensive power by putting them on defense. But room 2, they are pretty strong. Full of curse team. Some of them, what is this? The overpowered level 10. So pretty built up. Some diamonds. Diamonds are the new characters, not the older characters. Yeah. And then Liberty took a few teams. So each of these days took a few teams. That's what I'm doing with them in Cosmic Crucible. As far as arena and raids, they're not using arena and raids. And as far as war, you have a few different options depending how hardcore into war you are. Some easy options. Phoenix, Omega Red. You also have Magic and Colossus, who has some really good synergy with the original Phoenix. Magic can bring Phoenix back to life, which could be very, very annoying. Also, you could pair with Gambit, Rogue, or something like that. Also, you could go full X-Men. So Phoenix, Omega Red. You could go Old Man Logan, Gambit, and Rogue. That one could be tough. Obviously, you would sacrifice the Mercs for Money team using Old Man Logan on there. And then you could just combine the 2 teams, the 2 seasonal teams, right? The Phoenix Force and the Undying team. Some players, this uses a little more for Cosmic Crucible. If you want to go war, maybe you take out, actually, I don't think you should take out anybody from the Undying. Maybe just add Omega Red Phoenix and then go with Phoenix into some X-Men comp. Hopefully that helps. Thank you guys for leaving all of your mailbag questions. And if you want to get a question answered in one of these future mailbag videos, we do this every single week. Make sure you join the Discord, go to the mailbag question channel, ask your question there. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully you did get some value from the video today. And if you did, leave the video a like. Check me out on social media. Check out my second channel, all about Raid Shadow Legends. That is what we did, that PlayStation giveaway for. You start a brand new copy of Raid, get 3 legendaries, 3 epics right off the bat. But I'll see you guys next time. And if you want to check out what are the biggest trap teams in Marvel Strike Force right now, check out the video up there. I will see you guys next time. Have a great, blessed day, my friends. Hulk Vest Bump, ValleyFlyin out.